Hey guys, what's up? My name is Eric and I'm the Techy Agent, and today we're going to compare the upcoming Suunto Spartan Trainer GPS watch against the Fenix 5. So the first thing that we're going to look at is battery life. Now the Suunto Spartan Trainer gets about 2 days worth of battery life if you have constant heart rate readings turned on. Now the constant heart rate readings are not actually constant. They take readings about every 10 minutes, so about 10-minute intervals. It'll take a reading to determine your resting heart rate. And if you have that feature turned on, it'll get about 2 days worth of battery life. The Fenix 5, on the other hand, gets about 7 days worth of battery life with constant heart rate readings turned on. And when I say constant, I actually mean constant. It's constantly taking readings 24/7 of your heart rate, and it'll get about 7 days worth of battery life. Now both watches offer the feature to turn off the constant readings. If you turn off the constant readings on the Suunto Spartan, you're going to increase your battery life from about 2 days to maybe 5 or even 7 days worth of battery life. Now if you do that with the Fenix 5, on the other hand, you'll increase your battery life from about 7 days all the way up to about 14 days worth of battery life. So the Fenix 5 in this case wins hands down in terms of battery life. The next thing we're going to look at is external sensors. So now the Suunto Spartan Trainer will pair with external sensories. It is, however, Bluetooth compatible only. So that means it will only pair with Bluetooth chest straps, foot pods, cadence sensors, and the like. Whereas the Fenix 5 is both Bluetooth and ANT Plus compatible. So that means that it will be able to pair with a wider variety of accessories and foot pods and chest straps. Additionally, the Suunto Spartan Trainer is reportedly only going to be able to pair with only one Bluetooth accessory at a time. So that means if you have a chest strap and a foot pod, you'll have to choose which accessory you want to pair with, because the Bluetooth sensor or the Bluetooth chip will only allow you to pair with one device at a time. Whereas the Fenix 5X does allow you to pair with multiple sensors. So with the Fenix 5, you could pair with both a chest strap and a cadence sensor or a foot pod. So in this case, again, the Fenix 5 wins in terms of broader compatibility, being both Bluetooth and ANT Plus, and being able to pair with multiple devices, whereas the Suunto is a little bit more limited. You can only pair with Bluetooth accessories, and you can only pair with one Bluetooth accessory at a time. Now, both of these have built-in optical heart rate sensors, and which one of them is going to be more accurate? Well, probably the Suunto Spartan Trainer, because it uses a Valencell sensor, the same sensor that's used in the Scosche Rhythm Plus. Now, the Scosche Rhythm Plus is designed to be worn higher up on the arm, which gives greater accuracy than on the wrist, but this same sensor is reportedly going to be the one that's in the Suunto Spartan Trainer, and this is a really good sensor. It's one of the best sensors that I personally have ever used, and I use this sensor, this heart rate sensor, with nearly every gym-based workout that I do. Now, on the other hand, the Garmin Fenix 5 does have a good sensor. It has a sensor that is proprietary to Garmin that they've been using on all of their high-end devices for about a year now, and it is accurate for steady-state cardio. However, it tends to fall apart a little bit in the gym, and that's why I've used this external heart rate sensor in conjunction with my Fenix 5 when I go do gym-based exercise. Now, with that being said, the Suunto Spartan Trainer is using this sensor on the wrist. So in terms of accuracy for gym-based exercise, it may not be quite as accurate as something like the Scosche Rhythm Plus, even though it's using the exact same sensor. However, Valencell's sensor is very well known. It's known for being accurate, so I'm really happy to see that sensor on the new Suunto Spartan Trainer, and it could give Garmin a run for its money. So in this case, I would probably give built-in optical heart rate sensor accuracy to the Suunto, simply because we know that it's going to have a tried and true optical heart rate sensor. Now, when it comes to quick GPS acquisition and accuracy, most likely the Fenix 5 is going to win out on this one. It pairs with both American and GLONASS satellites, so it has a wide variety of satellites that it can connect to. Now, Suunto kind of conspicuously hasn't listed what satellite systems they are pairing their device with, so that makes me think that they're probably a little bit more limited than the Fenix 5, although there's no way of really knowing. I haven't seen anything listed on the specification sheets on their website. But the reality is both of these watches are going to do a really good job tracking your distance. They're going to both do a really good job acquiring signals fast and accurately, and so you're not really going to go wrong with either one of these in terms of GPS tracking. And so in the area of GPS tracking, I would put both of them as a tie. Now, in terms of GPS features, the Fenix 5X is going to offer more mapping capabilities than the Suunto, but that just kind of goes with the territory of this being an outdoor watch, the Garmin being an outdoor watch, versus the Suunto being more of a sports profiled watch. But in terms of acquisition and accuracy, you're going to get great results from both of these devices. Now, in terms of screens, the Suunto Spartan Trainer has 218 pixels by 218 pixels. That is the resolution actually of the old Fenix 3. The Fenix 5 has updated their pixel density to 240 by 240 pixels. So you're going to get a little bit better of a picture, a little bit crispier, brighter of a display from the Garmin Fenix 5. But with that being said, both are backlit displays, both are always on, and you're going to get similar results. You're really probably not going to be able to tell in day-to-day use the difference between either one of these screens. Both are not touchscreen. Both require you to use a configuration of 5 buttons on either device to navigate through the user interface. So in terms of which one has the better screen, the slight edge goes to the Fenix 5, but not by much. And in terms of everyday practical use, you're really not going to notice a difference between either one of these devices. Now, in terms of design, the Fenix 5 obviously is going to be the hardier design. It has higher end glass that they're using. It uses bands that have quick disconnect. The Suunto Spartan is using a proprietary band that pairs with the watch, and it does appear that you're going to have to use a screwdriver or a proprietary screwdriver in order to unscrew the band and replace it with replaceable bands. That's a little bit of a hassle, so if you want to change up the look of the band, it's going to be a little bit more problematic. Now, in terms of build quality, you are going to get decent build quality on either one of these devices. You get a glass screen on both of these devices. Now, the glass that Garmin is using is appearing to be a little bit more higher end, especially if you go with the sapphire glass, whereas with the Suunto, it is a glass screen. It's not using those cheap plastic screens that you've seen on some of the old Garmin Forerunner devices or the Garmin Vivoactives in the past. But in terms of build quality, you're just going to see a little bit better of a build quality design coming from the Fenix 5. It's going to be using more metal parts and less plastic, whereas the Suunto Spartan Trainer is a very plastic device, but that's also going to lend itself to being a lightweight device. One of the complaints that people have about the build quality of the Fenix 5 is that it's such a great build quality that it's a little bit too heavy, that it's clunky on the wrist. You're going to get less of that sensation and feeling with the Suunto Spartan Trainer. In terms of build quality, the Fenix 5 does win at the expense of being a heavier, clunkier device. And so for some, they may want to actually favor the Suunto Spartan Trainer just simply because it's going to be a lighter, less clunky device. In terms of affordability, value, and price point, the Suunto Spartan Trainer will retail at $279. You can get higher end models that cost a little bit more, whereas the Fenix 5 starts at $599. Maybe if you find an outlet that gives it to you for a little bit cheaper, you might be able to do $500, but in all reality, you're looking at spending more than twice the amount of money to get the Fenix 5 over the Suunto Spartan Trainer. 99% of people will not need all of the features that are offered by the Fenix 5, and so it's really hard to justify that amount of money to buy the Fenix 5 unless you really need all those features, and most of you won't. And so this is where, in terms of affordability and value, the Suunto Spartan Trainer is going to make a lot more sense for most people over the Fenix 5. Now, for those of you who are watching this and saying that this is not a fair comparison, you're right. These watches are not really in the same category. Really, this watch, the Suunto Spartan Trainer, should be compared to the upcoming Garmin Vivoactive 3 and the upcoming Fitbit Smartwatch, because all of them will offer a lot of the same price point and hopefully some of the same features. Now, we don't know a whole lot about the Fitbit Smartwatch or the Garmin Vivoactive 3 just yet, but they're going to have to offer a lot of features in order to compete with the new Suunto Spartan Trainer. Honestly, I'm excited to review all 3 of these products and then pit all 3 of these products against each other in kind of a 3-way tug of war. So stay tuned for those videos, hopefully coming out here in the next month or two. All 3 of these devices should be released fairly soon, and when they do, I'm going to be reviewing them, giving individual reviews for every single one of these devices, in addition to also doing some comparison videos where we pit them against each other and letting you guys know where to spend your hard-earned money. So if you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. We will have actual hands-on reviews of all of these products coming up soon, so stay tuned for those, Hey guys, thanks for watching. My name is Eric and I'm the Techy Agent. We'll catch you next time.